And there's a very high probability that as this goes live Tuesday morning, an update will have already come out, changing stuff rather substantially, but it's time for me to record and the update's not here yet. So let's get into a couple more games of pre-patch Stell and see what else we can learn with this character. First, our middle. I always feel bad skipping over Jungle Ruins. It's such a good economy event, but I've heard people in the comments trash talking my dreams of making Ball Blaster work, but compare it to Balloon Engine and I don't have any reason to aspire to it. Okay, that's the build. We have our day one sorted. Don't feel bad skipping the economy option anymore because I don't need any more economy. It'll also be a pretty easy Kara click because we have a 3 out of 4 chance of buffing the value on Balloon Engine, and every point on Balloon Engine matters tremendously. That said, we're still going to take a hot second to get through this fight, so I'll be with you once the Sandstorm is here, or more like in 20 seconds. I'll also take a moment to remind you that you can sub to the channel for more Bazaar content just like this. I'm uploading twice daily these days. And if you could drop a like on the video while you're down there, it really does help the video get more traction, help the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. Anyways, with Pyro dead, the only question left is what do we get? The one bad drop. It has to happen eventually. Not gonna go to Penfeather could give me exactly upgraded Freefall or this. I'm gonna take 5 regen. It's a huge amount of defenses on day one. I don't want to spend my gold rolling at Penfeather. Right-handed does something, but I'm rolling for any burn skill. I guess I'm settling for left-handed instead.
I spent half my life.
That is unfortunate. Sadly, this is not a toy.
9 years.
So essentially, every 5 seconds, Kara is going to refly itself. Every 6 seconds, Balloon Engine's going to refly itself. And that's because Freefall Simulator is just going to be stopping them from starting any additional flight. It's not a ton of burn. I don't think we're particularly favored for day one, but there's nothing I can do to change that. I'm going to go ahead and push economy for day 2, I think. I'd rather go to Andy at a point in time where I have a wider board for triggering Orbital Polisher and a chance of getting a hammer. I don't want to spend 5 gold going to Andy pretty much just for Bronze Polisher right now. They're also doing Balloon Engine, but they have a kite, so they're going to win. They have enough burn that it should stack up and continue stacking up with the Blowtorch to sustain them. They've also gotten +1 burn as well on either the Blowtorch or they have +1 burn on the Blowtorch, which is a bit weird, but it doesn't matter. With Blowtorch, Kite, and a burn skill, they are tremendously better at this archetype than I am, even before we look at the Clockwork Disc. Didn't stand much of a chance there. Definitely wanted to find a burn skill for my build to be viable, but the Kite version is 100% better than the Kara version, at least on day 1. Going into day 2, I'm happy to go to Penfeather. We have the gold to buy some things this time around. I want the Firebomb, put it next to the Kara, seems great. What else do I want? Lots of things, let's roll for it. We don't care about the tier of Kara, just the function of it. Ornithopter and headset. So I probably Ornithopter the Freefall Sim, and I buy the headset for later in general. That seems fine to me. And in the future, we'll put headset in, but at Bronze, without that many stop triggers, I don't think it's worth running. Sorry, Ayla, Jungle Ruins for me. Almost clicked the regen. I don't know how. It's happened to me multiple times and I almost clicked the wrong one. Covetous Thief for sure. I don't see any reason to go to Rogue Scrapper, and I don't feel confident that I beat Little Doll. Oh, he actually gains the gold at the start of the fight from Pickpocket. Not that he has a gold value to say. I guess that makes sense, but I've never noticed it before. So our current burn values, yeah, the initial 9 burn wears off, so obviously any future burns wearing off too, and the build's pretty weak in this particular configuration. Nothing can really be done about that, though. We really need a plus burn effect on this, whether it's upgrading it, getting a burn skill, something. I wonder if I should be more willing to pivot out of Balloon Engine the moment I have a bronze one with no upgrades on day 1. Well, the issue is money is finite, right? Like, I'm already out of money. There aren't really good ways to pivot out of what you're doing on day 2. Kenai's a little bit awkward on this character. We've got plenty of gold. We can get a JJ. I'll say that Kenai's awkward because so much of my damage on this character tends to be passive. Angle Grinder Drone is not bad. It's a flight trigger, but it's not going to do anything in our current circumstance. I'm going to just roll past it. It's not special. Freefall Simulator is a pretty substantial upgrade. I want to sell the Gland today. I'm going to hold these in case they can be sold more meaningfully in the future. They really don't do anything on my board right now. Freefall Sim's a big upgrade, though. I'm happy to pick up that. Bronze tier tool. Guess I'm going loot item and hoping for centers. Hey, we finally got it. Nice. So sell the Cinders, bring an Ornithopter on the Freefall Sim, which unfortunately does start being wasted eventually, but there's nothing I can do about that. It at least gets the 1 second cooldown on the stop trigger that we're reliant on. So the Kara Kara is going to be double flight triggers now. There's more items flying initially in the first place with one more burn. Is Ornithopter better than Lighter? The first use of Lighter is completely wasted. Probably not then. At 6 seconds, it'll be 2 damage, 4 damage a second for the rest of the fight and ramping. But it's also costing me Freefall Sim speed. It's hard to say, honestly. I don't have money for Kina. I'm gonna go Tiny Furry Monster for the silver loot item as +2 gold with potential huge upside if I hit Cinders. Land is still fine. You can definitely do stronger things than this on day 2, but it's not bad.
When we're done here, stop by my
We're looking at Kara Kara things? No. Freefall Sim to enable aerial turret. That doesn't work. We're definitely killing that. He does have silver headset, which is a not insubstantial amount of haste for the day, but even at 50 damage, I think it's gonna take him way too long for the aerial turret to get online, especially, yeah, you guys saw it lose the multicast on that trigger.
I never wanted to design weapons.
Like, what he's doing isn't terrible. Anything with a big buffed aerial turret and any sort of acceleration flight is gonna be solid, but it's not nearly the top end of what people can be doing in the early game. I tend to have bigger dreams than aerial turret. Get an item, chocolate bars, or silver tiers. Plenty of silver tier items I care about. I don't like the 4 gold roll is the main thing, but I'll live with it.
Sell you these bubbles.
Wow, that is unfortunate. Steam Hose can just be an alright way to round out a board. I haven't played the slow burn stuff before. I've tried to go into Steam Hose and pivoted out of it once. Would I like to try it again? No, I know that probably something involving hammers and orbital polishers in Freefall Simulator is gonna get nerfed. Probably the orbital polished hammer going on to Freefall Simulator. That's probably the part getting nerfed. But I would like to give it a last hurrah. I'd say, I guess I should have gone into it, but if I'd bought that, I would never have spent 4 gold rolling. Airplane glue is definitely worth running in a build like this. We don't have a good way to fill out our board anyway, so yeah, absolutely pick that up. Should I have considered tethers? I don't really think so. It's all right. I feel like I underplay the shit out of tethers because it reads bad to me, but I don't think it's as bad as my play rate would indicate it is. Don't want to go into aerial turrets. It's a bit late for a bronze kite if you ask me. Guess I can have my 2 gold.
Someone else finds it.
Product Demonstrator, I think, has items I care about quite a lot. And we beat him like this, no problem. So I'll just go into the fight.
I don't care who you are. You've never seen weapons.
Yeah, the constant charging on Firebomb could be nice. The dupe Firebomb would be nice. The Cinders is huge. The gunpowder can be hold for Nicola. We care about Paper Airplane. We care about upgrade on Ornithopter. Really, it's just Ice Bomb and Eject Button that are misses, and Ice Bomb is still a 4 gold drop. So it's kind of just Eject Button. And even then, I have 2 vehicles to stop flying with it. I think there's not a miss. Like, the worst thing you can do is give me a niche skill or 4 gold, but the niche skill is still having some impact on my board. Well, there's the one that I can't get money from. It also impacts how I want to arrange my board, which I guess I just do that, right? Fins for regen, probably. It's early enough that matters, and I'm quite broke. Can't really come up with a good reason not to do it. B1, B2, the balloon engine, every time I need that burn value. That is the whole strategy right now. So, how does this board round out with the wood glue and the terribly tiered headset? I just realized I'm still calling it wood glue. For the airplane glue, I think I'm happy to break flight on Freefall Sim. So I need the airplane glue to not hit Freefall Simulator. That way we're consistently reloading and re-enabling the firebomb with Kara Kara. If the airplane glue stops Freefall Simulator, then Kara Kara can make this fly and not reload my burn item. So I think I want it charging this. And obviously you want to flip Ornithopter like this because we want the acceleration on the Freefall Sim, not on the wood glue. I think this is the build. I have no money to go to a Barcoon. I don't have very many small items either. I can get +3 gold going there. That's not nothing. My other options are nothing, fine.
Small items, small people.
Is there anything I would want to roll for? No, I'm too broke. I'll take the crit chance here. 5 shield or 3 shield doesn't matter. Spare change doesn't matter. Let's move on with our lives. I think we're pretty tough for day 3. Not like unbeatable by any stretch of the imagination, but rock solid.
Let me know what you think. We're out
Definitely would like to have defenses. I wouldn't mind being a kite version. Sextant, we're fine. I don't need to see the rest of his board. He's missing 2 items and has a sextant in play. That's not looking good for him. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is a new player. They lost a monster fight and their items actually do appear to be a random collection of cards that say poison.
Defeat does not defeat
Well, some of them do at least. Not really sure what's going on over there. 2-1 with 1 missing prestige going into the mid game. I'm perfectly happy with that. Hopefully we don't lose too badly on days 4 and 5 before pivoting into something great. At 18 gold, I definitely can't afford to go to JJ. I would like to find hammers and polishers, so I will.
Sometimes I sell stuff.
No dice. The low torch at 6 to lighter at 2, huh? It does seem better. Lightning Butterfly is also start of combat burn 7, but I don't know that I care about that. I don't think 4 gold is worth improving the lighter. I want something fundamentally different to the lighter. I know it's not bad to take it. I just want something else. I wonder if no, I haven't gone to a curio. The curio tech where you can use mandala to transform directly to large gold is definitely broken, hopefully getting patched out, but we're not going to be using it in this run anyway. Small weapon, give me the hammer. Damn. I obviously could have justified going Kev there, but I don't really want to play the shield stuff from the early game because I've played the shield stuff from the early game a lot already. I would like to not go into Birdcage right now. I can appreciate that Birdcage might improve my build, but it would also be most of my goal to go to Kev roll, buy Birdcage, start playing it. And then after I've done that, it's like, oh, cool, I've played almost this exact mid game before. So no, we're going to go to other shops, try other things. Also, that burn is rock solid. My defenses aren't the best, but the burn is very good. Oh. Look, you give me the hype-ass textiles, restorative balloon engine infinite again, I will go for it every time. 80 max health is solid. I want to go to Andy. There's some very cool meta-scaling cards that we have not found. Clockwork Disc is a more burn than that lighter will ever be. These other two mean nothing to me. Headset tier matters a lot. This is plus 2 burn every 4 seconds, which isn't a huge amount, but for 2 gold, it's definitely worth it. What's our skill for the day? Upgrade your bronze items. Not really a big deal. There's a lot better I can do. Any skill that has burn value on it, for instance. Thanks, Sargenta. That's really something. I will take a random plus 30 shield with no items that use it. Suddenly, Aviators is a good card. Going into stuff like Mag Shield makes a lot more sense. But obviously, my cackling might get you the correct impression that I don't think that was very good for us. I don't want to spend 3 gold essentially rolling at Volpack. I'm going to take a random loot item. Yeah, get 2 gold. Man, that was not a good skill vendor. Spend 4 gold to get a skill that actually does nothing. Arguably makes my build worse right now. My Grandmaster is so atrocious. Like, I basically don't have skills. Got Machine and Learning at level 5. Oh yeah, just Silver Skill vendor. Yeah, that'll do it. If I burn Rams, he doesn't have shield, but I might just die before he... Yeah, I think I'm dead. No, we get him. Just barely. We were, if any of this has crit chances, yeah, 1 unlucky crit from dying, basically. Shadowed Cloak Pulse Rifle with the core is just a lot of flat damage in the early game. Suppose it is worth noting that the gold core is slightly high rolly, but it's much more high rolly as even finding Shadowed Cloak at all. Yeah, Andy, I want to do Hammer Polisher things. Come on. We all know it's getting nerfed. One last hurrah. He's like, yeah, it's getting nerfed. We're not doing that. Shit's broken. Stop it. I've never played with Precision Calipers. It's obviously a solid amount of haste, but like, haste at 6 seconds is not an impressive effect at a fundamental level, and my small items are not the ones I'm built around. I'll take 10 damage here. It's next to nothing, but it means I'm less likely to see the thing going forward. It means it could have an impact on a fight, right? I still want the Polisher, but I'm gonna take the 7 gold difference of going to Cache of Riches. Tomorrow is pivot day, so I kind of have to. I probably beat Scoville, but I don't have a ticket. Ticket is such a big deal, and I'm actually not 100% sure I beat Scoville because my defenses are pretty terrible, and my burns like not that crazy. I do appreciate that this is essentially speeding up the first Freefall sim, although it needs to be a whole hell of a lot faster for Car to actually fly itself the first time it goes off. I do think we would have barely lost to Scoville. The burn is not really that impressive. get nothing. Maybe Mandala can save it. Okay, Mandala.
There's no one keeping track of reality, you know?
What the hell is this bee actually?
Stay on these streets
Ha.
teaches me so much.
It's all right, Andy. I don't need you. I've got the bee that was secretly an orbital polisher the whole time. Yeah, sure, whatever. Is this glue actually helpful? It's getting more flight triggers out of Freefall. It's eventually getting flight triggers out of Balloon Engine. It's not doing a lot. I'm pretty sure we're better off at this point running the headset. And I'll take my silver loot out and see more regen. Not the burn I'm hoping for, obviously. Orion sells tools like hammers.
Everything you need.
Unfortunate.
You want.
It's worth 6 gold to me. Thank Christ. Toss this, pick up the hammer, buy any tool because all tools are worth buying now that we have a hammer. I'm going to toss the firecrackers because I need to generate one thing at the end of the day. Flare gun's not a bad card. It has no purpose for us though, right? I got my wires crossed. I was thinking that like we could have a 1 second shiny freefall stem, constantly turning this on and off and reloading it. But it's not when it reloads, it's when it runs out of ammo. So the product showcase does not do anything crazy in terms of synergies with Firebomb Freefall. For a second, I was terrified, but it's actually a pretty reasonable interaction. Ooh, it is effectively speeding up the Karakara though, right? It runs out of ammo at 4 seconds and then this immediately gets charged. This will go 1 second into the next cycle, I would think. And I am willing to just buy this flare gun to have bought a tool for the hammer. It's not an expensive tool.
Want to get lunch after this?
Now, I think I'm like 60 percentile, like slightly above middle of the pack, but nothing crazy. Gold freefall sim, bronze balloon engine, but it's probably better than mine still. Oh, it's only 4 burn, we're fine. If this is only at 4 burn, his build's not gonna do enough to kill me. He does have a shield item though, which is really bad for the mirror. We're ahead. I think we're staying ahead. It's just that shield items that are rapidly triggering are very good in burn mirrors because they keep having huge amounts of damage. Looks like we get through it though. He's me, but worse, which is always a good thing to match into for obvious reasons. How many triggers do we get during that fight, by the way? I don't think it's actually that many. 15, that's not bad at all. And we're looking to go to a diamond 1 second freefall sim, so you bet that we're going to be doing the second orbital polisher in the future really effectively. Bronze goggles, not quite it. It's day 6, I'm super poor. Middle doesn't have a ton that I care about. She has one thing for sure. She has 2 items that are big updates to my board. And right now I'm not actually trying to pivot out of this. I've got dreams of making this stuff go infinite somehow in the future.
That's Pole.
I think it's an easy Sterling here, but burn is really good. It's definitely Sterling. It's always Sterling. And as much as I would love to upgrade Freefall Sim, it's got to be the balloon engine. We need more burn to win today. What's our monster fight? We could die to Mosquito, or we can get a ton of gold at Foreman. Tough choice. Tough choice. Let's go fight the Foreman.
What's next? My crane is alive? How about my truck?
Oh! Is the lore that this guy's getting mad at Dooley because Dooley's fighting for robot rights? I was trying to figure out what the hell he was talking about. Also, closer fight that I might have liked. Just wasn't quite expecting that. Let me watch a replay. They've changed how some of the tags work on this character. I want to see if he has any crit chance when he's hitting me. Yeah, so there's no crit chance there. There is a 12% crit on the crane, which did happen. It's why it's close. Okay, so it's basically a safe fight. I have no use for a cog. I think I genuinely have no use for a scrap either. I did hold the goggles because there might have been a vol pack. I need to buy tools. Let's go to vol pack. Wow, those are all incredibly expensive, my guy. Upgrade a lower tier vehicle or drone. I mean, honestly, no, the only thing it can hit is Karakara. If it were diamond, it would actually be enticing, but since it only upgrades lower tiers, the drafting table just be upgrading Karakara, which doesn't really matter to me. We roll this. We got some low quality tools, which is nice. Give him this, toss that. The real use of the ball blaster, selling it to progress a hammer. How sad. Don't need to sell that back just yet. So we're at 5 of 8 on the hammer. We probably want to hold it for a long time though,
So you can do this.
because we want to do the shiny freefall sim with this sort of build, I think. Sharp corners. Gonna have to go fiery instead.
When you're ready.
I was like, oh, do I use sharp corners? Is there a way to make that happen? Aerodrome. 2, 4, 6, 8. I can get to 15 relatively easily. It looks, to my eyes, to be basically impossible to get to 20. Even if I were willing to sell the textiles, that only puts me at 19. So it's Ayla versus get a weapon. Get a weapon could give me a duped hammer, which would be pretty funny. And there's no weapon I can afford that I won't, so yeah. Toss that because it gives power. I only need 1 slot at the start of the day. I am happy enough with my board for a 2-win dually for sure.
You want to help me test my designs?
Definitely would have preferred to pick up the ticket at Aerodrome, but I simply did not have the cash for it. Gold ignition core, microdave, lighter. I'm reasonably confident that this sort of setup is, ooh, that is not correct positioning for the Firefly either. But this sort of setup is just gonna be too slow. He does have a little bit of shield from Chris, but it should not be nearly enough. Yeah, absolutely obliterated in the burn mirror. I would really like continuous haste going on Freefall Sim, but there's just nothing I can do about it with Karakara on the board, basically. We kind of need to drop Karakara for the airplane glue to manage to make that happen, and we don't have the other light triggers for airplane glue to make sense. I don't much care for very nice, very nice. That's the reason I didn't want to sell Toolbox, was specifically to maybe get another orbital polisher, which you could someday put on a silver hammer. That probably makes it much easier to sell this first polisher willy-nilly, because I can get this to silver relatively easily, maybe. Either way, it's bad. I have nothing bronze on my board. We'll make it happen eventually, trust. Anyway, 7 regions, nice, but not game-changing on day 7. Tatiana's not it. We're going Mystery Portal. 2 XP it is. Get an item, temp boost, definitely JJ.
A friend. I mean, a customer.
We've got 2 cheap tools here, which is obviously good for the hammer, putting us at 7 of 8. I'm going to toss the box cutter, toss the flare gun, I think. Flare gun has some interesting synergies. I no longer need a bronze toolbox. I'm going to toss that. Make the room for these 2 new tools and roll.
Enjoy your purchase.
Anemometer is worth considering because I'm so reliant on a freefall sim that's getting faster and faster, but we shouldn't need it over headset in the long run. I think we're good. I could have taken that as the last tool for hammer, but I'm just not selling this for a long time anyway. So it puts me in an awkward spot with it. We definitely lose to Radiant Corsair. We'll go for Treasure Turtle, 1 more chance at the ticket. And great average gold value as well, I suppose. I am curious if I burn down this guy even remotely quickly. I think I do, because obviously it's a shield guy, hurls somewhat fast, it's scaling the shield values. But with the 200 burn we just saw against Dooley immediately, yeah, this may be a 15-second kill. Not bad at all. I would guess that was exactly 15 seconds, because I don't think that, no, it's less than 15, because there's not, there's haste to consider there. Or maybe it's more, because it was at 4 use. I thought that was the 3rd one going through, or the 4th one. Man, this hypothetical mag shield's looking pretty good. Weapon skills, shield skills, we're gonna go gold tier skills. Something that can actually help the build, please. Something that can actually help the build, please. I guess I'm gonna get a lot of random shield for the burn mirrors. Unironically, heat shield is actually pretty good, just as I'm very rapidly triggering it on many internals, so it should be good into burn mirrors, but it's obviously not what I was looking for.
Thank you.
I'm pretty broke right now. Middle's got this, right?
I'm pretty laid back.
That's not upgrading anything. Bento box is obviously great, and I do the things to trigger it. But if I buy that, I cannot roll and buy Freefall Sim. So I'm not going to buy it. Unfortunate. That's fine, though.
Every item finds its buyer. It's a relationship.
I wouldn't mind going to Midsworth, trying to get the orbital polisher upgrade, which I now realize has been mispositioned in my stash. Assuming that word on the street that the one that's in the left is the one that can be found in shops is true. It was mispositioned. I'm not 100% sure that's real, though. Anyway, middle is pretty hard to justify over Mountain Pass. Well, at least I'm good on gold now. I didn't even look at his win rate. I was like, for day 7, I don't really deserve to win. The build's been pretty stagnant for a couple of days. Heat shield will help into a burn match. Magic carpet, letter opener, obsidian Orly. The double Orleys are a bit spooky. That's only 40% crit. 15 more. Oh, I didn't see the 3rd letter opener. How fast does it get? Fast enough.
I take no apprentice.
Yeah.
None have proven
I don't generate enough burn to get through Lifesteal Magic Carpet at all. It's got 55% passive crit plus 23 more. No, plus 8 more. And it's got scaling from Fry's weaponry. It's a very solid setup. Oh, I missed the Obsidian because it was actually Obsidian Quicksilver. It transformed eventually. We do Sterling onto Freefall, and then shortly we're going to do Hammer onto Polisher onto Freefall to get it down to 1 second shiny with Ornithopter. And that is a build and a half.
Seagate is a fine place.
Very happy with the prospects of this. We need 1 tool. Okay, so once Freefall Simulator is shiny and a diamond and in flight permanently by Ornithopter, right? We no longer really care about the optimization of getting this headset, so we would move it around to guarantee this happens as soon as possible. And at that point, the things left in the build are headset, balloon engine, Ornithopter, Freefall, and these 4 item slots don't really matter. I'm very happy to go to pull for like Vortex Cannon or Mag Shield or something. There are very good hits there. Oh, hey, there's one of them. So the idea is just Vortex Cannon flies everything, and then we only need the stop triggers. And that seems to be a pretty damn solid idea. Karakara leaves, and the last item that leaves always hurts, but it's going to be Clockwork Disc, right? Yeah, definitely. Okay. We still have a Textiles Dream in the back pocket. Airplane glue doesn't really need to be here. This will turn itself off every time it activates. I don't need to freefall sim it. So I'd be better off freefall simming the balloon engine, I guess. It doesn't really matter. And with the way this time's out, like with Vortex Cannon now, this is never gonna matter on potentially getting 1 flight on headset. That's just not gonna be a thing. You can do cool stuff with Flare Gun and Butterfly and Balloon Engine, where Butterfly flies on combat start, Balloon Engine burns, and then your vehicles are lowered by 1 second to help out Ornithopter. Not really the biggest deal, though. I think for now I'm happy with this, and there's no way we're rolling. We have no cash left. We definitely kill a dragon. Do I value the experience more than this? Yes. Draconic Rage, when you use a media item on burn, oh, that would be insane, actually. We would just cut Firebomb for Draconic Rage because Freefall Simulator is going to be a 1-speed shiny item, which, yeah, does a little bit of work. I'm not convinced our build's that much better than it was a second ago, to be honest, but we're working towards something.
Go away, please.
Oh, my lord. Okay, 10 wins, here we come. Balloon Engine's going to the finish line here. What are we at? 5 shorts. I was actually considering, should I have run this differently? That fight ended faster than I thought it would. Should I have run Karakara Airplane Glue to farm this? And I absolutely should have. Anyway, Karakara, once you find a gold flight enabler, never comes back into a build. So do I want to spend 6 gold on a loot item? Seems unreasonable to me. Nufu can have some good skills, but Barcoon can do much better for me. Nothing on page 1. Nothing on page 2. He does want small items for cheap. Is there a world where I give a shit about shiny Clockwork Disc? In a world of 1 second freefall sims, I'm not sure there is. Well, this needs to go, right? Like, I just need to cut the Firebomb so that Draconic Rage is only hitting Balloon Engine. Anyway, we're done with this shot for sure. Hina versus Shield. I think if I take Shield, I can't lose this fight. I also think I really want to upgrade the headset, though, and I'm not weak for the day, and I think I can win even if I lose today's fight. Do I have my last tool yet? I don't. That is unfortunately reason to buy that. I will roll in case there's something cheap I want on the next page. Unsurprisingly, there was not. Toss this. So now tomorrow we can immediately do Orbital Polisher, Hammer, Diamond Shiny, Freefall. And that's going to do some disgusting work with Balloon Engine. It is a 3-win dually. I'm doing well compared to him, but I don't think I'm super strong for day 8. We're looking at Gatling Gun, Motherboard, Ignition Core, Far Right Ignition Core. No crazy scaling. I mean, it's going to be a big Gatling Gun, or at least a moderately large amount of plat damage that I'm getting at. But, oh, Draconic Rage does something, doesn't it? Every time you fly, shield 57 pretty immediately. We're gonna need more stop triggers, but there's nowhere to fit them, is there? Anyway, let's get the build to its final state, because some really disgusting things are about to happen today. Ooh, marshalling lights. Those are just better, right? Get everything to stop flying. Yeah, that's just better than the clockwork disc here. That is tremendously improving my board, because I can't stop Freefall Sim or marshalling lights, or, well, previously clockwork disc was stopping itself every 4 seconds, basically. But I wasn't able to stop 1, 2, 3 of my items from flying, which was resulting in a lot less triggers when Vortex Cannon went off. Marshalling Light's gonna help with that a lot. It was a very big hit. Anyway, I'm just gonna take 180 health here. I'm quite poor. It's a very good thing to click. I'm gonna take 3 gold spare change, I think. And I need the space for that, so we're gonna bring the hammer down. We're going to upgrade the hammer. I just have to like hover these. I've messed up the quest tracking one time, and I'm paranoid for the rest of my life now. And now we make one item a shiny diamond item. Well, shiny 1 tier higher. And the haste is actually kind of unnecessary for the freefall simulator here. It's just not gonna matter, but I guess it's immune to slow, so that's nice. We're up to almost triggering this next polisher, by the way. We just need a way to upgrade it. I'm never running any of these at this point. I'm happy to just go get chocolate bars. I don't know that I need much more. I'm relatively broke. I have pretty good defenses with a heat shield, draconic rage. I'm gonna take the gold instead. I changed my mind. Like, once I bought 10 chocolate bars, I would have 17 gold instead of 36. That is a huge gap. And we are very happy to fight Cloudtop Admiral. When your items start flying, charge a weapon 1 second would be completely insane. It would just constantly loop Vortex Cannon, right? Because, like, yeah, you can see how it would work to our favor. And our burn values get very high, and consequently our shield values get very high, don't they? We're at 1700, so we've taken 700 damage at the end of this. Our opponent dealt 1350 damage, so almost instantly we shielded for, well, we don't need to do the math, we know what it is. We shielded for 825 immediately. Let's see if we get any of the cool items from this person. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not the infinite I sat down to build, but just gonna put shield on balloon engine. I think that'll win the run. We don't need the textiles infinite. We found a different one. When your items start flying, charge a weapon. Stop your items flying, stop your items flying. My one weapon says make all your items fly. Oh, also, this will go off at 2 seconds now, because I'll start 2 items, well, 2.25 seconds because of internal cooldown. This will start it immediately with air. Oh, this is disgusting. This is completely insane. I did not think it could get this out of hand. Flat burn values feel kind of irrelevant in a post-Draconic Rage world, so I'm gonna go small tool, I guess. Push experience at every choice. All that matters now is max health.
Hope you bought your parachute.
The aerial assault skill just opened up a brand new world of broken bullshit to us that we could never have imagined previously. Heavy billboard's a lot of slow, but my board is full hasted. What's he doing? How's he kill me? Oh, it's just fast with Pickle's board, and he has enough shield and it's very good. I think I'll be better. In case you're wondering, I got 1,000 burn and 7,000 shield pretty much instantly. How long was that? Let me count that. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000. 6 seconds flat on day 9 to double my health in shield and kill my opponent with burn. I'm scaling, by the way. It gets worse over time. And it's an infinite combo to boot with a 2-second startup time. Oh dear. Is it really infinite though? Because like the part where this triggers itself is infinite, but the part where I actually stop the things from flying is not being looped. It's just 1 second speed with haste. I mean, it's not infinite, but it's a 1 second multicast item with haste. So, I mean, short of infinite, that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm just gonna go temp boost health. I don't value anything other than health anymore. I think the build's done. Like, we need skills and health.
How much we have to learn.
We could go crit chance for the Vortex Cannon, but it just doesn't seem like an important part of the build for its actual text. Eject eject's really awkward. 50% chance to destroy one of my vehicles. Oh, I've heard that eject actually doesn't require a vehicles. The phrase destroy one of your vehicles for the fight to heal half health makes it sound like destroying triggers the heal, but people have said you don't need it. I don't know if that's true. Please confirm in the comments if it is. But in this build in particular, if I do somehow get to half health, it has a 50-50 shot at destroying my balloon engine. 30% more shield on my balloon engine sounds fine to me, though. Like, rather than taking eject, just take better defenses. Honestly, this is stupid, but I just like having more diamond skills, so I'm gonna take the Gamba. I also generally think eject is much better, and by the time that eject might go off, either we're getting crushed so hard that I would never stabilize, or we're in a situation where I have a lot of burn on them, and eject might let me live long enough for the vortex cannon to finish them off. I guess I'm gonna go to JJ trying to upgrade this bronze orbital polisher that I cannot use for the life of me. There are also some other upgrades on my board that obviously matter a little bit, but they're nothing spectacular. I mean, the aviators do more than you'd expect them to, but they don't matter, so I'm gonna leave. Like, my board slots are at a very, very high premium here, and we should have no worries against Awakened District. I cannot believe we got Draconic Rage and Aerial Assault this run. This is absolutely deranged. Oh, let's not forget the shiny Freefall sim as possibly the best enabler of Draconic Rage in the game. Certainly there are not many that are better than it. Yeah, let's take a huge plus flat shield value. I've just realized, because of that skill, by the way, that toughness and rear shielding finally have targets as well. Anyway, I guess we're gonna go chocolates. I don't feel like spending all my gold at pull when I can instead actually get something tangibly valuable in the form of max health. And like I was just saying, max health is what I'm here for. So the chocolates first for slightly higher values. 4.4k health. I'm down a level though, because I didn't do great for pushing experience this run. I think I'm about average for pushing experience. I think my opponent's actually very high level. No, I'm 11 on 10. I'm not impressive at all. But I've almost matched their HP in spite of that. Yeah, he's doing really good stuff. He's got the freefall simulator, the pressure, the balloon combo, the headset. Like, this is a lot of scaling. But you compare it to what I'm doing with just my fucking skills. I doubled his scaling, and instead, he has the fiery enchant, by the way, and I doubled his scaling. Oh, it's brutal. It's absolutely insane what these skills do.
Maybe I'll be training you soon.
It's weird. I think I actually put that on Freefall Sim, as stupid as that sounds. It's like lowering the cooldown on Vortex Cannon doesn't do anything. It goes off every 4 internal cooldowns. It doesn't matter if I Insect Wing this. And it actually goes off the first time when Freefall Sim goes off, which is when the build starts. I'm putting it on Freefall Sim with the sincere argument that it makes me better into a fort-based strategy. That's it. That's all I'm doing it for. There's not a lot of good options there, to be honest with you. There is no vehicle I care about, right? Ornithopter is going to go off after Vortex Cannon, so its tier doesn't matter. 3 burn here doesn't matter. No vehicles going on my board, so I'm taking the economy option instead. That was a really good economy option. What the hell? So now it's down to a 1.8 second initial cast. And I'm happy to pick up chocolate bars. I'm really not doing super efficient real life time wise in terms of how I'm managing my stash. Do I want Juggler? When you burn charge a shield item, that does nothing. When you burn haste, also does nothing. I'll take my teeny time. I want to push experience though. I don't think it matters which of these I do. I'm 100% winning either. Juggler's like kind of nice, but I think this is already charged on internal for the whole fight. Charging it a little bit more, some internals would be nice, but I think I'm better off pushing experience and max health than trying to very marginally speed that up. Yeah, like theoretically that sounds insane. It's the thing I'm built around, but it just starts one item flying when it goes off. It doesn't actually do anything. Slow items, sells items, gumballs, but I can't crit making the best gumball kind of shit. I'm gonna go look for random upgrades. It's not likely to matter, but it could. Wrench actually matters. That's going to upgrade the orbital polisher, allowing me to use it in 2 days. You know, provided there is a 2 days. I mean, tomorrow I can just put it on headset. That doesn't do anything. I have infinite fly stop trigger, so it won't matter. I'm gonna go temp boost health, keep trying to guarantee my wins. Upgrade an item versus gold tier skills. What would the item upgrade even be? You upgrade polisher so that tomorrow you can upgrade martial lights when this gives the guaranteed upgrade. And with shiny marshalling lights that stop your entire board from flight, which is more triggers. Yep, that's the plan.
Let's get those dents hammered out.
Theoretically, I could get like 3 more burn, double scaling on the Vortex Cannon that is absolutely never the thing that kills my opponents. So I think this is the correct play for tomorrow's guaranteed upgrade with the wrench. If I didn't have the wrench, I still might do that, but it'll be a lot harder to justify, but I'm just hoping it works. Mag shield versus, I'm playing into him very hard since he's playing parachute mag shield and I'm playing vortex cannon, but I think we just run him down anyway. I think I can tank everything he does with my shield values and I still just burn. Dude, the build's insane. He's actually playing a good build. He's playing shiny headset for infinite haste, marshalling lights to stop, freefall simulator to stop, mag shield for insane shield generation, and all of these start stops are giving him scaling, regen, and burn, right? It's crazy. It's so good. And he's playing into a vortex cannon build, and I steamrolled him. It wasn't even close. Anyway, this is at least partly why shiny freefall sim needs to stop being allowed. The shiny polisher going on to the hammer and then giving shiny to medium and large items is thoroughly not okay. But that's not really why this build is broken, is it? Aerial Assault Draconic Rage just made this build absolutely insane in a kind of like mind-blowing once in 100 run sort of way. I guess I'm taking chocolate bars again. We were saying we use the polisher, which is triggered on the lights for even better triggers. Sure, why not? And now everything stops flying every 2.5 seconds because this is permanently hasted. Seems neat. Is it good? It's there. What do you want from it? So normally you're playing day 12, you're playing Balloon Engine, like, oh yeah, Artisan Dunes. Every time we have to Artisan Dunes. It doesn't do anything. I'm gonna click it because it seems like the right thing to do still. But what is 2 burn in the, like we're gaining 18 burn a second. Who gives a shit? Let's go fight Rex Specs just so I don't know what his board looks like. When you use a friend to regen, when you haste, your item's getting crit chance. Actually does a little bit. He has a fiery Dino Disguise and a race car. This is really not the board I expected Rex Specs to have. I think thematically the Rex Specs board is a lot worse than most of the other new boards for like the build around monsters. Oh, that doesn't do anything. I'll take it just for the 3rd row of skills, but it definitely does not do anything. Cinders versus Quixel. I think Cinders actually matter much more.
Upgrade everything.
Adira, what do you have? Your non-vehicle cooldowns are reduced by 10%. So that gives me faster marshalling lights, which probably matters, and faster freefall sim, which matters, and sure. Faster freefall sim because I cannot allow my opponent to beat me with a lethargy based build. I don't think we're in any danger. Like, even if they are completely cracked boulder build, I think I tank it. We're looking at a submersible build. This is bullying. Submersible ain't outscaling this. I don't care what you've done. 790 Julian, that shit's not activating. Oh, it actually did activate. Good on him. And it's a huge submersible. It's very impressive. Unfortunately, I scale much more effectively than he does. You would think the 800 damage permanently hasted Julian would be the epitome of scaling. I was genuinely shocked that it was enough scaling to get there. Diamond Rowboat doing work. But I want to watch that back one time. That's so gross. Like, oh my god. It wasn't permanently hasted. It only got hasted later in the fight when I finally noticed it, and then it kind of stayed hasted for a long time. But yeah. This thing got up to 300 burn, 1600 shield, and it's just going off literally nonstop the entire fight. If we check the recap, his submersible at 1.8 speed, often hasted, being charged by a 2-second rowboat, went off the same number of times as my 3.6 vortex cannon, entirely because of aerial assault doing disgusting things. My freefall simulator went off as much as his dive weights with 6 ammo. 40,000 shield, 7,000 burn. In terms of the deranged high roll build arounds, I feel like mine's doing more. His is actually really like a fantastic build. It's actually faster than 1.8, by the way, because it's while you have shields. So once he gets the shield, it goes down to 1.2. It's hasted for most of the fight. Either way, it's a 1-second speed for most of the fight. What an obscene high roll for Balloon Engine. I also forgot that if I did get to half health, or sorry, managed to die, there was a 50% shot that Ornithopter gets destroyed and I get to win anyway. Oh, that's crazy.
They said I was naive.
That's such a strong build. I don't think I'll be getting Balloon Engine to this level of efficacy ever again. shiny Freefall Sim, shiny marshalling lights with Vortex Cannon, just looping it forever with aerial assault. To what end? What are we stalling for? Not for Vortex's cannon to scale, that would be ridiculous. For the shielded balloon engine that's dealing its burn as shield plus 5 times its burn as shield, plus all of these shield skills. And every time it or the Freefall Sim goes off, it gains 9 burn permanently. Absolutely deranged, even against someone who had like gold lethargy for a 2-second increase to all of my durations. This would have still been pretty close to 1-second activations between the Ornithopter reducing it by 1 and the permanent haste from headset. So we're actually shockingly resistant for a build like this into cooldown and cooldown disruptions. What a thoroughly not okay build. It's not just the orbital hammer strategy that's probably been banned by Tuesday morning when this goes live. These skill combos are insane. This would have been a great build even if this weren't shiny. But with these 2 skills and the shiny enchant and the second shiny enchant, what can you even do? I mean, dear God. Also, right at the end, I realized Void Energy is doing something. It's activating a medium item, scaling the burn by 9. Because it's probably triggering on internal without actually doing anything, but Draconic Rage isn't. So Void Energy actually does give me faster scaling, I finally realized. Anyways, thank you for your time. It was a sick build, and I hope you enjoyed seeing it come together. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.